Some awkward ways anime heroes have piloted their giant robot. The typical anime giant robot didn't have a cockpit until 1972, with Massacre Z normalized having mecha pilots actually in the machine. Since then, we've seen lots of very cool setup for pilots, and a few, also, while some get heroic control panels or one-to-one hookups. Others are less fortunate. Here's a small selection of cockpits and the lack therefore. They were not sure we'd be able to handle. We're sure we missed a few. Drunk, be sure to tell us your picks. Just hanging onto the face. Misateru Yokoyama pioneered the giant robot in manga and anime with Tetsuji number 28, aka Gagentor, another of his series. Giant Robot got an epic OVA series in the 90s. The series mashed up elements of a lot of Yokoyama's other titles, including the Naka Mecha Cockpit. Brave youngster Daisaku is in the middle of the action, but not inside the mech. Nope, he's hanging on for dear life for the side of Giant Robot's face, thanks to a set of rungs. Admittedly, it's pretty badass to set up someone else too, but not something we ourselves will feel comfortable attempting. Behind an opening greeting, Basangar Z wasn't the only giant robot in his self-titled series. There were several others, including the Missile Firer Aphrodite 8 and the hefty Boss Borat. Built under Doris, Boss Borat is as junk piloted by the school bully was, and his cohorts Nook and Mocha. Being a junker means Borat has a lot of issues, one being that its cockpit, was suspicious, is also wide open. More than once, the three have dealt with the protected room getting folded or otherwise compromised. At least there's a nice cross breeze. Uh, yes, alright, Diary in the Frank was always destined to be on this list. We were reacting pretty much the same just to discover how the characters will be docking and the cockpits. Imagine being the pilots finding this out for themselves. It is a dangerous as open air piloting. No, of course not. Are the robots effective in battle? They sure seems to be, but even our pilots are as accustomed to the idea as the viewers are. In fairness, the world of Daring in the Frank has a lot of other things weird about it when it comes to couples and proximity, or the existence of couples in general. All things considered, we feel much more secure if the giant robot had no frills. Interior with straightforward control, but what would you prefer?